EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 30.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
18 Cardinal. 18 left, Panther and left. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Again, it's Harvey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
60, 19, 7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Chargers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Ready up.
Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Ricky Pearsall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Denver.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete right side to Hyatt. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to throw again. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's brought to to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hyatt goes in motion left. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Broncos first down. First and goal.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Come on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Southern California. The Chargers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw here. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
They go play action here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Hawk 70, Hawk set, Dragon 60. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Vikings.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway. It turned into 6 points.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 7-5, Cowboy 80.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready up.
2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
19 Charger, 9 Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Rig alert, rig alert. Dragon 60.
Second and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Press all 80. 19 Lions. Go street. Let's go.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Victoria 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And some room to run now. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cup 19, Cup 19. Warriors 70. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. He'll air this one out from Mims. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Check, 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 check. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Steady.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
70, 19 lock. Go, Reed. Go. Dragon 60.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig, rig. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. interceptions, that confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson set to
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Go! 70
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on, set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This one finds McConkey.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another Chargers.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Right back to him on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Looking to put a drive together.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He connects with Hyatt.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hawk 70. Hawk. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
79.
First and 10.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Pioneer. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it across midfield and in the Denver territory.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Ready.
Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
1st and 10.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Get it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Cougar 19.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey.
Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
R.J. Harvey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And oh, it's wide right. No good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A 6-yard
second down and 4.
Second and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Down. 19 tight, 19 Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Hampton trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll run here on third and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw now on first down.
Looking for Ross again. He finds him again.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
18, 5 years. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 19, Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll swing this out to Harvey.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Come on, come on. Buffalo 18, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, step Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw.
Oh, the RPO will keep it himself.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
65, Cougar.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He gets this into the hands of Harvey.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First and
19
goal
Mike.
at the 4-yard
18 Rattler. 8 Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for L.A., they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.